says, "Hi Michael, I own a unit in a block of 6 on the Gold Coast. 4 of the apartments are holiday let only. The Body Corporate has voted to raise a levy to spend money on what is essentially upgrading of a perfectly good foyer, presumably to make the building more attractive to holiday makers. The current foyer is clean if dated and in fit state for its purpose. I don't want to spend money on something which isn't going to make any money at all for me, even though I understand how it helps the holiday letting prospects. Do I have any options as I've been outvoted at the meeting?" I've never been asked this question before.
No. Well, look, sadly the answer for Craig is he doesn't have any options. But the question does raise a serious point about the nature of a strata building and the collective decision-making that goes with it. And sometimes on an issue like this, where it is a discretionary issue, how do we want our foyer to look, the majority will prevail. And that's difficult for people to accept when we come from a background and a culture of our title being ours to do with what we like. And in strata that's not the case. Look, on something serious like health and safety, yes, there would be rights. If a majority voted not to do something which was required, then Craig would have the right to go and have that order challenged. But on something like this, the colour of the paint, the style of the finish, those sorts of issues, therefore ordinary resolution and the majority counts. So it does raise that issue about, when you buy into an apartment, you're really getting 2 assets. You're getting the space that you occupy yourself, and you're getting a share of the common facilities. But that comes with strings, and the strings are that you're in a collective decision-making entity, and you don't always get your way.
It's unfortunate because I can understand Craig's position in that, if it was just someone not wanting to spend the money and it was a really bad foyer and it was, bring the whole building into some kind of disrepute and it was unpleasant to be in. But for Craig, I guess he feels that, well, it's a bit dated and it doesn't really matter to the value of the asset and, I live here and I've just got a mortgage to pay. Whereas for everybody else, it's like, well, let's beautify it so that we make more money on rent.
Yeah. Well, as you know, it's hard for Craig. What I would say, and I'm assuming to be the case, that you can't replace a Mini Minor with a Bentley. So it's got to be a like-for-like sort of thing.
So what about if they're looking at the Bentley option? What about if this Body Corporate has gone, okay, we're going to get, gold-lined banisters.
Well, there'd be a case for that.
There'd be a case
for that. It's got to be like-for-like. But if you have a desk that was suitable to, let's call it a 3-star property in the 1970s, then the committee is entitled to replace it with a desk suitable to a 3-star property at the price and style of 2020. So yeah, it would only be if there was a radical departure from the fabric and the quality.
Okay, so Craig,
I think it unlikely Craig has, because holiday rental owners wouldn't want to be going over the top. They just want it to look a little flasher in order to compete with other properties in the market.
Yes, that's very true. So Craig, if they are trying to go over the top and get some nice fur-lined, genuine fur-lined chairs in the foyer and go for those Italian travertine tiles where previously you had subway tiles, then potentially you might have a case. Otherwise, it sounds to me like you have to go with it. Maybe you can contact Michael and he can you can outline for him what's happening and he might be able to help you out with that. If you're ready to buy an investment property, then you need Property Match. Using state-of-the-art machine learning, sophisticated algorithms and your own financial data, my team have combined our 25 years experience with this unique software to provide the most comprehensive and affordable approach to buying property in the industry today. Only available through Destiny, so head to my website mypropertymatch.com.au now.